Hi, my name is Katrina Shih, and I am a fourth year.
My name is Baldwin, and I'm a fourth year.
My name is Alekia, and I am a fourth year.
My name is Tosca, and I'm a fourth year.
My name is Johanna Sosa, and I'm a fourth year.
I think it's been okay. It definitely, the first week, it took me a little bit to get myself into a routine. I definitely took for granted, that little motivation of getting up and walking to class and that excitement that it gave me. So it took me a little bit, but luckily all my professors have been super understanding and have made themselves available for us.
So I was already feeling senioritis, but now I feel it times 10. So it's been really hard for me to stay motivated, and I'm sure that other people feel the same way.
So I am actually currently still in Charlottesville. So again, like I was saying, my family lives in Shanghai. So at the time it wasn't really feasible for me to go home. And actually just yesterday, China released a ban on all foreigners entering the country regardless of what visa they hold. So I actually can't go home. So Charlottesville is the only place that I can be right now.
It's weird just being confined to your home all day and having to try to carry out like your fourth year as it usually would be, but you obviously can't do that.
I was happy to stay home longer because I really missed being here, being with my family, being with my friends.
I understood why they did it, and I recognized that this is bigger than all of us. And in that way, I knew that they were doing the right thing. So I felt like I couldn't be mad that graduation was canceled, but I was definitely sad.
Final exercises was the last point of normalcy or like guarantee that I had at UVA. And when that was taken away, it just kind of felt like the only thing left of my time at UVA was to finish up my online classes.
I wasn't upset just for me either, but also like a bunch of friends that I have that have similar backgrounds, or that graduation just in general like meant a lot to them too. And just something in general that we were all super excited about,
I personally was super, super upset when we got that email of graduation being affected.
Now I'm much more under the mindset that we didn't know what was happening when things were happening. Because we've never been through that before.
I also feel like everything that they're doing is like in response to things that other universities like kind of like failed at or were getting criticized for, like some type of heat for it. And I also think that other universities are looking at the ways that UVA is getting heat for certain things and trying to not do that.
It hasn't been easy because when you're home a lot, you don't get to have much interaction with people, go places, and just, I don't know, do whatever you used to do before. It gets repetitive and you feel like you're suffocating, I think. And I don't know, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, and I do feel that my mental health has been affected.
President Ryan mentioned that he would, hold his promise and make final exercises happen, a full weekend, making sure it would be very similar to what we would have had in a couple weeks. But I think there's some skepticism amongst all the fourth years and their families. But when he came out with that email, we were so happy. It was just such a great feeling knowing that he really tried his best and still wanted to make this happen. However, I do think it's going to be a little tricky having it in October. I know that's very soon, and with speculation that another surge is going to happen of the pandemic, it's nice to know that there's something to look forward to, at least, whether it be in October or May.
I have been baking a lot, so a lot of bread, a lot of cookies. I'm currently working on a puzzle. I have a Sudoku book. So just doing a lot to keep myself stimulated as much as possible.
So my Tuesdays and Thursdays are pretty busy with classes, and then every other day of the week I get some work done. I have been reading a lot, which is great because in college you're so busy with assigned readings and you can't really read for fun. I've been exercising a bunch, and spending time with my family. We're all home, so getting to spend time with them is probably the largest chunk I'll get before, you know, the next chapter in my life.
I have been cooking a lot, which is fun. I'm kind of using this time to, since, you know, I'm at home, I'm kind of using this time to get ready for my next stage in life. So I've been like searching for apartments for after I graduate.
I only go out when I have to buy something at the grocery store or like medicine. Otherwise, I just don't go out. I haven't seen my friends, so it's been pretty lonely. I've been just staying home, you know, trying to do work, even though I'm not motivated to do it. Like, I'm taking it day by day, you know, one day at a time.
I think graduation, of course, is like the capstone of your time at UVA.
You really are able to say goodbye to everybody in like the proper way. There's that feeling that you're finally closing out a chapter. You know, you've been recognized for all of the accomplishments that you've done across the last 4 years.
A symbol that I was able to do it, especially after going through wars with student financial services, my mental health, like, you know, acting as an obstacle throughout these past 4 years, for sure. And then, like, just in general, just not feeling like supported by like the university, like through other aspects as well. Like, after having gone through all of that and like so much like strife, essentially, like, I just looked at final exercises as like, I did it. Like, I was able to go through all of that plus more and still be here and get this day that, as I said, isn't just about me, but also about my family and my friends that are equally as deserving, and having a day like that.
It's a nice closure to all the work that we've put in our 4 years. College is not easy, and, you know, we always, if the class is hard, we kind of joke around and we're like, oh, like, you know, I hope I graduate, but it's a lot more than that. It's really being able to walk across that stage and really, you know, show to your family and friends that you made it. You put in so much hard work day in and day out.
For me as a fourth year, especially because I'm the first member of my family to go to college. So for me and my family, that is a huge deal. Just the fact that I'm going to just the fact that I'm going to university in the first place. Second, going to a university like UVA. And third, just having that accomplishment and making a difference among your family, and just making your family proud, making my mom proud.
Like, definitely like apply to the grants that UVA is offering. You're entitled to that money because, like, if you don't have those resources, like, they need to provide that. If they expect you to be doing well in your classes and to keep up and to try to get that credit. Because I feel like during this time, like, we are entitled to doing the most that we can. Just in general, I feel like we're entitled to do the most that we can to help ourselves, but also, especially during this weird, trying and odd time, to make it the level playing field that the university is dying for all of us to have, quote unquote.
I realized that I had to make other things a priority. So I would just advise, you know, reflection, staying connected with people.
As college students, we're the next generation, we're the leaders in the future. So you're really learning what's happening, what we could do better, and, you know, trying to figure out how to stop this from happening. Obviously, that's a very lofty goal, but I think it's just something to keep in mind.
Try to remember what life was like at this point, because perhaps you'll never go through anything else like this again. And so, while yes, we don't have our fourth years and we don't have, you know, many of the things that we really want to have right now, we have something that we can look back on and an interesting experience, sort of say.